Hello, fourth graders. Welcome back. Boji and I have missed you so much, and we're ready to get back to it. So today what we are going to be doing is reviewing a ratio table and an area model for solving multiplication. So our first problem, number one, right there. If you want to pause it and read it, you can. I'm going to read it to you. Kyle brought oranges to his soccer game to eat at halftime. He had 28 oranges. He cut each orange into 12 slices. How many orange slices did he bring to the game? So he has 28 oranges and 12 slices from each orange. How many slices is that altogether? So if you're thinking about the equation, it is going to be a multiplication problem, 28 times 12. So on your piece of paper right now, what you are going to do is you are going to write the equation 28 times 12 equals S. So 28 is the number of oranges, 12 is how many slices he can get from each one, and S is our answer, which is slices altogether. So we'll start with the ratio table, and the ratio table will have the number of oranges and the number of slices. So we know that one orange is going to get 12 slices. Now we need to do some work to figure out if the number over here was 28, how many slices here? So you are going to do that work, and then what I want you to do is also do an area model for this problem where you have your box and you cut it in half and in half again, and we're going to put 20 and 8 and 10 and 2. So you have 28 times 12, and you should have the same answer after you do both. So go ahead and pause it, do that work, and then we'll see how you did. Okay. Assuming you did that work, what you probably did was you knew that 1 was 12, so then 2, you doubled 12 to get 24, and then we could do what we know about tens. 10 times 12 would be 120, using that number and attaching the 0. And then using what we know about this 10, we could do 20, where we double 120, because if you double 10, you get 20. Double 120, and you get 240. And now we have 20, we need to get to 28. So if I take this 8 in here, there's a couple of ways I could do that. I could subtract the 24 from the 120, because if you take 2 from 10, you get 8. So 24, I take 120, and I take away 24. I know if I took 20 away, I would get to 100. 4 more away, I would get to 96. So for 8, the number over here would be 96. And then I can add these two numbers together. 240 plus 96 would get me 336. So what you got? If you didn't get it, it's okay. We're going to try it over here. 10 times 20, if I say 1 times 2 is 2, and then I attach those two zeros. 10 times 8 is 80. 2 times 20, 2 times 2 is 4, attach the 0, or just doubling. 2 times 8, we double 8 and get 16. And then we add these numbers all together, 200, 80, 40, and 16. I'm going to go traditional here with the ones. And then I'm going to do the tens over here. 8 plus 4 is 12, 13. 1 plus 2, 336. 336 slices for both. So there is our review of a ratio table and a area model to solve for multiplication. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a division problem using a ratio table. So this is number 2, and if you want to read it yourself, you can pause it and read it yourself, or I'm going to read it to you. Mrs. Brown, the gym teacher at Live Oak School, is planning field day. A gym teacher is like a PE teacher. She wants to organize her 216 students into teams of 9 for the different events. How many teams can she make? So the important information here is that there's 216 students in all, and she wants to put 9 on each team. So what that looks like is 216 divided by 9 gives you how many teams? So go ahead and write 216 divided by 9 equals T for teams. And then we're going to make a ratio table with teams on this side. One team has 9 students. Now, what's different about division is that when we're doing multiplication, we're looking for the number down here. But with division, it's the opposite. So there's 216 students in all. So we're going to put 216 down there. And we're going to wonder what number over here that you multiply by 9 gets you to 216. So what you are going to do is you are going to do the work to see if you can get to 216. So you're going to pause it, and you're going to do that work, and then we'll do it together. Okay, assuming you paused it. With our ratio table strategy, we started with 1, then we double 1 and get to 2. So we double the 9 and we're at 18. Okay, we're not very close. Let's go with 10. 10 times 9 is a friendly one because you just attach the 0. We're getting closer, but not quite. Let's double the 10, get 20. So we double the 90. 90 plus 90, 180. We're getting closer, but another one of those would be too much. So let's go smaller. Let's do our half, 5 is half of 10 strategy. So 5 is half of 10. So then I take half of 90 to give you what 5 times 9 is. Or maybe you just know 5 times 9 is 45. Now, looking at these two numbers here, 25, and these two numbers here, 180 and 45. If I do the math over here, see where I'm at with my students. I am at 225, which means I went too far. I need a number less than 5 to get to 225. So what number do I need to get there? If I'm trying to get to 216 and I'm at 225, let's take one of those 9s away. Let's use 4. So 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. And I know that because if I double 18, I get 36. And I'm doubling the 2 to get 4. So now let's try, if we have the 20 and the 4, we have the 180 and the 36. We've got our 6, 11, 216. There it is. Hooray, hooray. So our number is 24. There are going to be 24 teams. 216 divided by 9 equals 24 using the ratio table. Now another way to show this work that we just did would be to say 9, 216. And this is partial quotient. So I'm going to demonstrate for you something that we did here. I could take this 20 and put it over here, and say 9 times 20 is 180. I'm going to subtract that away and see what I have left from 216. So if I have 20, that gets me to 200. Another 16 is 36. Okay, then I say, what's 9 times what gets me to 36? Again, 9 times 4 is 36. I put the 4 over there. I subtract 36, I'm at 0. I add these two numbers over here to get to 24. There's another way to show you where if I had a box like this and I did 10 and 9, I'd have 90. I add another one of those 10s. 10 times 9 is another 90. That gets me to 180. I know I need 36 more. I'm going to put the 4 up there for 36. And all of this is the answer here. 10 plus 10 plus 4. I know that's a lot. I really want you to focus on learning it with the ratio table first, because this is a new way to look at a ratio table where you're looking at this side instead. And you're going to do some workbook pages and you're going to send them off to me, and I will see you soon. Thank you.